Hey guys, and welcome back to Hypertora. I've got my DokiDoki Boxie for May here. I ordered this after I got sent the box by DokiDoki to review last month, so I've added it to my rotation of boxes which I've ordered. I ordered this as a one-off at the end of last month because there's two shipping rotations. So this is from the second shipping rotation, so I've actually put my subscription into the first shipping rotation, so I've done another subscription separately. Just so that when I get the boxes starting next month, they'll start turning up in the first rotation of shipping. So the boxes will be a little bit earlier for reviewing, which is quite nice. Feels a little bit airy, I'm not sure. It's probably around about normal. I haven't had many of these boxes to distinguish between them yet. Yeah, let's open it up. If you do decide you like this box, you can look down in the description. There's a discount code there, which is valid, I think, until the end of July. I think it's July, not June, but I'll put the expiration date for that code down below as well. But let's open this up and see what we've got inside. Now, unlike our other boxes, this is quite large in size. And that looks pretty cool to start off with. And the nice thing is, it's very similar to Tokyo Treat. That's absolutely full, but the leaflet graphics and design I suppose I haven't had many other Japanese boxes to see whether they all do this, but it's quite nice that they do a design like that here. And obviously it tells us what month the box is, and then we got our booklet with all the information about what's inside. There's only two sizes of the box for this one. It's Chibi and Deka, which is basically your normal size, and then your premium box there, compared to Tokyo Treat, which has three sizes. So, but most of these items are from the Chibi box, which is the normal size, and then there's a few extra items from the Deka, or the larger box. So let's get stuck in and start here. So these look like some rice crackers, and they have a shrimp on them, so I'm assuming they're sort of shrimp flavoured rice crackers. I'm trying to find it on here, so it says Epico, so crispy shrimp rice crackers. That'd be interesting. I can't remember if I've had rice crackers before with kind of shrimp flavouring. I assume they might be a bit like prawn cocktail style things, but rice crackers are really nice. They're quite light things to eat. So that's a nice start. Up next we have, this looks a bit unusual. It almost looks like pasta, but it's I think it's more of a crisp set of crisps. So it's Natsukashi curry. So it's a special blend of curry seasoning in a kind of savoury snack. So that's interesting. It also says secret spice mix, vegetables, cocoa, and powdered sugar. So that'd be interesting to see powdered sugar on there with all that kind of stuff. It's crunchy. They almost make me think of quavers, but they look like they're not as airy as quavers. There. Okay. Next up, we have another bag of crisps. This looks like, I want to say cheeseburger, but that looks like an egg and beef burger. It's certainly crisps. It's like a waffle lattice style crisp, as you can see there. As it say, it's cheeseburger potato chips. So that's rather interesting. It's quite nice. The cheeseburger photo they put on there looks like an egg. Actually, it looks like an egg with a runny yolk with the white stuff, and the way that it's bubbled makes me think it more like egg than it does thinking of cheese. But nonetheless, I'm assuming that's just the picture. What we're actually after is the cheeseburger flavouring. I think it's not the first time we've had cheeseburger flavoured, I think, on an item before from Japan. Now, next up, it looks like they look like more rice crackers, if I can find them on the sheet. Where is it? So, I'm not entirely sure I can see this on here. It looks like it's kind of beef or meat flavoured, based on the kind of picture down in the corner here. Oh no, I can't find it. It just looks slightly different on here. It's potato snack steak flavoured. That's quite interesting. It has a slightly different picture on there than what it does on here, so it's a little bit more difficult to find. So it's another kind of, it says potato snack. I'm assuming it's going to be very similar to rice crackers by looking at the image, but made out of potato instead, so it'd be more like a crisp. Next we have kind of diamond ring candy. That's interesting and grape flavoured. So we get diamond ring candy, I think, in the UK and many other countries. I don't think I've ever seen a grape flavoured one. So that's going to be a nice change of pace. from what we normally get here. These almost look like mini pizzas. So these are cookies, apparently originally from Europe. I've never seen these kind of things before. Sugar and honey and butter mixed together and cooked in an oven. So the picture is rather interesting. It does make it look a bit like a pizza, but it is obviously a cookie or a biscuit. Haha. We have some of these puff pastry things, some Lotte. If this says cheesecake flavoured, which I think it is, we've had this exact item in the Tokyo Treat I opened the other day. Where is it on this box? Yeah, so we have cheesecake flavoured pie no mi. So that's interesting. I won't open these in camera. I opened it. I had this exact box. I pretty much just finished the one I've got home from the Tokyo Treat I opened the other day. So that's a very nice item to have. So there's obviously duplicates if you get multiple Japanese boxes a month from different companies. But nonetheless, it was a nice item. I'm enjoying it. Now, this looks like candy floss in a bag, and it looks like it's grape flavoured candy floss. So this is a item from the Deka box. So this is the premium item. It says grape watagashi, which is the word for candy floss. So I've had candy floss before. I've never had grape flavoured, so I'm excited to try this out. I love grape flavoured and melon flavoured items because I just can't really get hold of that in the UK unless I get it shipped from the US or Japan. Next up, we've got some 7-6. So these are basically, I think we've had these style things in the Tokyo Treats before. They're wafers with kind of creamy centre. They're very nice little snacks to have. I normally finish the entire pack at once. So I never tend to pay too much mind to nutritional values for portions because my portion tends to be the entire bag. And then next up, it looks like we got this chocolate cream sandwich. So it looks like a kind of cookie with a chocolatey centre. So it says Langley chocolate cream, traditional French treat. So that's interesting. We're getting some Japanese items which are sort of based from Europe as well. Next up, we have, it looks like some cream vegetable soup potato chips. So yeah, it says creamy stew feast scone. So that's interesting. Signature scones. I'm thinking the scones may be a different kind of scone or scone from what we have in the UK when we say scone or scone. But yeah, that's a nice savoury snack to have. Creamy vegetable stuff can be rather unusual, interesting. It'd be interesting to see what it's like. Last creamy vegetable item we had from Japan was a Ramune drink, which was very odd, and a lot of people, I think, posted on the Tokyo Treat forum for that one, saying it was a little bit too weird. So we have a mini bottle, lemon. I think this might be it's a bottle with a kind of powder or something inside that we can eat. It says they come in lemon, strawberry or cider. We got the lemon one. So I think it's just a kind of fizzy, sweet flavours in a kind of powdered candy. So that's really nice. A sweet item. They did say they were going to start putting more sweet items in after last month's box. I had one of these a little while ago from Tokyo Treat. I just found it and ate it the other day. This is like a strawberry coated, chocolate coated puff corn. So if you've had something like sugar puffs, it's a bit like that, but coated in chocolate, which is really nice. So I think we had something similar to this last month, although I think it's a different flavour. It's basically dried noodles, but this is in the flavour of maple and cinnamon. So that's another savoury item for us there. Obviously a bit different. Before this box, I've never had dried noodles turn up in a box before. Haha. We've got our premium item for the month. So my premium item, I selected the anime item. You can choose either between an anime item or an extra premium candy snack. So this is my anime item. There, I can't quite work out what the character is. When you pick, you can sort of say you want a male or female character, but I'm not entirely sure who that is. If you recognise it, feel free to comment down in the description below or in the comment section below and tell me. It's a little bit embarrassing that I can't recognise or work out what it is, considering I'm the president of my university's anime society. Up next, we've got a pineapple snack. This is pineapple chewing candy. So I love gummies, so something like that's going to be really nice. Although I think it might be more like a kind of fruit bar than a gummy candy feeling it. So that'd be an interesting thing to open up. We have another premium item now. It's seaweed flavoured with a blend of red pepper, sesame oil, style of crisps. And it looks like there's a jacket potato on there almost. So that will be rather interesting to try. It says Ami Jaga, or Jaga, I can't pronounce it very well. But that's another savoury item. Some of the savoury items tend to last me a lot longer, I think, because the sweet items I normally eat within the first day or two of receiving a box. So, this looks like gummies, or is it hard candy? So, this is definitely a peach snack, looking at this. I'm trying to work out, this looks like it should be part of the chibi box. So, it says white peach, melting sweetness. So, melt in your mouth candies. I have a feeling these are like hard candies which will slowly melt in your mouth. So I probably won't try them out on camera today because these kind of things take a while to eat. It'd be really interesting to see if they're those kind of candies with a kind of liquidy centre. It did say there was a bit of sourness to it, but considering liquid centres sometimes can melt the outside of the sweet, I'm not sure how likely that will be. Now we got a milky item, milky soft candy. This is a premium box item. I think most people are maybe aware of this brand. I'm not sure if it's entirely Japanese or if it seems like American almost, but I think even not having seen Japanese candy or stuff like this, this looks very familiar anyway. Yeah, nice chocolate item. Next premium item, I think this is our last premium item for this box, or because the only other premium item would be the sweet, which I didn't grab, is these Lottie kind of candy that look like tiramisu candy. It says custard pudding, actually. So that's rather interesting. We got custard pudding biscuits there. Essentially, they're always very nice snacks to sit and snack on. As usual with most of my other stuff, if I open the packet, I usually don't stop. I usually eat the whole thing. And then last up, we have our DIY candy. So this it looks like a dropper candy, which is made using water and a few other things and an octopus, and you drop them in to make little balls. I think we've had this DIY candy kit before in one of my other boxes, which is rather interesting. But yeah, that seems to be the end of the box. If you do try out the box, you can tick an option to say sending me an extra candy item, and if you agree to put up a photo on social media, they'll send you an extra item, which is really quite interesting. I'm not sure I noticed an extra item in here. I think I ticked that box, but because I've had a box before, I might not be eligible for that. But yeah, this is all the items in the box. I'm trying to think what I want to try. But I'll show you what's in the DIY candy box. I forgot to bring water with me today. But I have had this in another box, and this one is reasonably self-explanatory. There's essentially, I've definitely had this before because I remember this. You mix some water, so there's like kind of a water level in there which you fill up to. And the only bad thing about Doki Doki Boxie is he doesn't give you instructions for making this. And then you've got your kind of numbered powdered sachets here, which really help you when you're trying to read the instructions when you don't understand Japanese, because they have kind of numbers on them. So like packet number 1 should go in with the water first, and then 2 in another one. I think both of them need mixing with water, and then you pick one up with the droppers and you drop it into the other one, and they kind of turn into little kind of egg, almost like fish egg style things, which are rather interesting. Yeah, that's there's several sets of powder there, and I think some of these might be. This sounds like kind of sprinkles to mix in with it. So if you can read Japanese, that's really easy. If you can't, then you kind of just have to work it out from the pictures, which isn't too difficult. But considering this kind of thing's been out before, I'm sure there's loads of YouTube videos out there for this particular brand of DIY candy. So I'm trying to think out of all these items which stuff I want to try out on camera. I've had a lot of these, some of these things before, so I don't really want to open them now. A lot of these things are savoury items, which are big bags of stuff, which if I open, you've got to eat very quickly. So I'm trying to think what I want to go. I will open this pineapple item, because I'm very intrigued. It does look a lot more like a gummy than I thought it was going to. The feel of it made it feel like it'd be more of a fruit bar. That's definitely a gummy. Well, not so much a gummy, more of a chewy item. That's quite nice. It's like a chewy bar, and it definitely has that strong pineapple flavouring to it. That's a really nice item. What else do I want to try? I'll give this a go. I'm cautious about this. Cream of vegetable. The drink from Tokyo Treat that was this flavour was a bit weird. But in a crisp form, I think it might be okay. It sounds very similar to that drink. It sounds very similar to the cream of vegetable soup. So hopefully it tastes similar. Cool. So it definitely tastes like cream of vegetable. In a crisp, I think it works. It's not as weird as trying to drink a cold immune drink. Actually that's alright. It's not as weird as I thought it might be. So that's a really nice item there. I think these are individually packaged inside here, so you can have a look at those. They're definitely hard candy. So I won't open it and try these now because I don't think you guys want to sit there and watch me try and suck a hard candy for 5 minutes. And I will try out these cheeseburger flavoured lattice crisps. I'm not entirely sure that smells too much like cheeseburger or not. There's a kind of cheesy smell to it, but it had a different kind of wafty smell when it opened up. It definitely has a taste of cheese there. I'm not sure about the beef, but it definitely has a cheesy taste there. And maybe has a bit of a beefy aftertaste, but mostly I taste the cheese from that. But that's a really nice item actually. I think I'm going to finish these very quickly. But yeah, I think that's all I want to open up today. Generally because a lot of this stuff is savoury items that we've had in other boxes before, they're reasonably self-explanatory what they're like. Nothing too weird, out and out of the ordinary, which you get with some of the Japanese stuff. But yeah, that's it for this box. Please do comment down below and let me know what your favourite item was. There's so many items in this box, it's such a large box. So please do let me know which one was your favourite. Please do hit that like button down in the bottom corner as well. And please do hit the subscribe button down below to see more unboxing videos. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.